Isang mapagpalang araw po sa ating lahat. Muli ako si Emmanuel O. Alejandre. Ito ang aking daily devotion ngayong April 4. And for today, we are talking about when we are confused, afraid, and alone. And this is once again about the final week na kung saan ito yung three overwhelming emotions of the disciples when they discovered that Jesus died. Now, after Jesus died on the cross, his body was placed in a tomb by Joseph of Arimathea. A large stone was rolled in the front of the tomb, and Roman guards were placed there. Everything seemed quiet and hopeless. The disciples were afraid, confused, and sad. They did not yet understand that Jesus would rise again. For them, it felt like everything was over. But even in the silence, God was still working. God's plan did not stop at the cross. The resurrection was coming. From a Reformed perspective, this reminds us that God is always in control even when we do not know and we do not understand what He is doing. Sometimes God's people must wait in darkness before they see His victory. Faith means trusting God even when everything seems silent and uncertain. Sabi nga sa Matthew chapter 26 verse 56, "But this has all taken place that the writings of the prophets might be fulfilled." Then all the disciples deserted him and fled. So, it was a response that pwede nating sabihin na valid in terms of human standards and emotion, syempre. Because yung Panginoon natin, na they personally witnessed perform so many miracles, dying, na kumbaga parang yung hope nila nawala. Kasi kung si Jesus nga, na they put their faith and trust into, and by seeing His greatness, ay hindi kinaya yung parusa and quote-unquote namatay, paano pa kaya sila? So, they were definitely terrified. In fact, most of them, if not all of them, went into hiding. Kasi iniisip nila, baka sila naman yung parusahan. Because they were associated with Jesus. They were very much in despair and is confused. But the thing is, God and Jesus didn't abandon them. Tandaan natin, Jesus revived after 3 days of His death. And with that miracle, dito natin maaalala that God works even through tragedies. Imaginein mo yung ganong kalalang torture ginamit ng ating Panginoon upang mapatawad tayong lahat. He paid with His own blood for us to be redeemed and for us to have salvation. That very, very vile act of torture was used for our redemption. Something so beautiful. That is why we should wait patiently even when God seems silent, because God is never silent. Kaya nga yung kantang sa Tagalog na natutulog ba ang Diyos? No. God is always there. He's always beside us, never leaving our side. The only thing that we should do is we should rest in God's plan, even when we don't understand it. Because we have very limited perception, knowledge, wisdom. We are flawed. Tao lang tayo. Pero si God, He is all-knowing, omnipotent. Lahat alam niya at lahat kaya niyang gawin. So put your faith in Him. Yun lamang po ang aking daily devotion. Maraming salamat sa pakikinig. Pagpalain po tayong lahat, and let us all give glory to God.